Covering news where you live. This is 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news where you live. I'm Joe Ellison.
And I'm Tiffany Lee. A Kibler mom has been arrested and accused of killing her 2-year-old son back in June. Police arrested Anastasia Grace Adkins and Dakota Sean Hayes, who was the child's stepdad, on Monday. According to court documents, both claimed that the toddler's injuries were accidental, but an investigation revealed that the 2-year-old had multiple traumatic injuries to the head, face, and torso and died from prolonged lack of oxygen to the brain. We asked the Crawford County Sheriff if this family had been on their radar.
There were some people that came forward with some allegations after the fact, but I'm not aware of any kind that happened, any reports that were made prior to.
Well, Atkins, the little boy's mom, is being charged with permitting abuse of a minor and murder. She's being held on a $750,000 bond.
Hayes is charged with first-degree murder and endangering the welfare of a minor in the first degree. He's being held on $1 million bond.
Well, the Arkansas legislative session continues today. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders gave her 2025 State of the State address this week.
She says that her hope is to continue building on goals from her previous initiatives and wants help from lawmakers. Sanders' plan includes eliminating the grocery tax, expanding education access beyond college, continuing to focus on maternal health, and pushing her plan to build a new prison.
And with your help, those are the priorities that will define the next 2 as well.
The Democratic Party of Arkansas responded, challenging a few of the governor's initiatives.
While the Democrats are the minority this session, they say that they plan to continue to be vocal for the people.
People, policy, and pushback. At the center of everything we do is service to our constituents and the people of the state as a whole.
Well, the Republican Party of Arkansas has put out several responses on social media praising the governor's actions, like banning cell phones in schools and the action to eliminate the grocery tax.
Now let's send it over to Stephen with a check of the forecast.
Going to see more sunshine for today. A little bit warmer temperatures as well, back up into those mid to upper 40s for today. I think tomorrow is going to be a little bit warmer as well. We get a few degrees warmer for our Thursday, back up into those low to mid 50s. Still hanging on to lots of that sunshine outside of a chilly morning. Overall, the next 48 hours should be pretty nice outside. It's not until the weekend is when things really start to change around Saturday. That's when we're going to get that secondary cold front to come in. That's going to bring the Arctic air along with it, and it's going to be the coldest air we're going to feel so far this season. Climate Prediction Center certainly agrees with that, as we're going to be well below average for this time of year when it comes to mid to late January. At this point, this going into next week is going to be very cold outside. Northwest Arkansas over the next 7 days. We take a look at what we're expecting again, at least for the next 48 hours. Still seeing warmer temperatures, plenty of sunshine. Friday, that's when those rain chances are going to increase ahead of that Arctic blast. Then we see the difference first on Saturday. Definitely feeling that cold air by the time we get to Sunday. Take a look between Friday and Sunday. We're dropping about 30 degrees when it comes to our daytime highs. Morning temperature is going to start off into the single digits again, so we have a nice warm end to the week. Rain chances on Friday, and then very cold for the weekend into early next week.
All right, thanks for that, Stephen. Well, Washington County is partnering with a nonprofit to repurpose the old crisis stabilization unit. 5 News reporter Rachel Williams tells us what this program is all about.
For years, Washington County Jail has dealt with overcrowding. Now, county officials are rolling out a pilot program called Community Rebuilding Initiative in the old Crisis Stabilization Unit.
Based on certain criteria, we're going to take detainees from our main Washington County Detention Center and house them in the Community Rebuilding Initiative building. And what that is then they'll be exposed to therapies, life skills classes, those types of things. So while they're incarcerated with us, we're trying to make the best use of their time.
Detainees eligible for this program must be nonviolent or non-sexual charges. The bond must be $10,000 or less, and they have to be a male. Washington County Judge Patrick Deacon says there are 3 important tenets that are important to this initiative. The first one is to reduce recidivism.
What we're seeing is individuals countless number of times interacting with law enforcement, going back to our facility. The second is it really makes us, I believe, it reallocates our taxes and our finite resources, our tax dollars. We're breaking the definition of insanity. Finally, what the Community Rebuilding Initiative will do is it's meant to bring the community into that facility. So these individuals are establishing connections and resources that they can use after they're out of that facility within the community.
The organization partnering with the county is called Returning Home, with the purpose of working with men coming from incarceration. This program does not serve as an alternative to sentencing.
And since these individuals are pre-adjudicated, they haven't yet been sentenced to something, and so we've got time to work with them. And would you rather be sitting on the floor in the jail, or would you rather have opportunities, people coming investing in you? We'll have community-led classes. We're going to be focusing on trauma healing. We're going to be focused on substance abuse, community connections, education.
In Washington County, covering news where you live, Rachel Williams, 5 News.
The county is approved for the grant, but will have to go in front of the Quorum Court in February for final financial approval.
If approved, the program will start the first week of May. Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news where you live. Make sure to catch up with us again tomorrow right here for more.
Have a great day.